Good morning and welcome to our first edition of the NHS Morning News Supplement. Our production this morning is being brought to you by two communication classes we're taught here at the high school. This show will bring you interviews with students, teachers, and administrators about current school news. We have two hosts this morning. In our first interview, Kate Kenny will be interviewing Jen Foley about her new role as a sportscaster on the NHS Morning News team. In our second interview, Carrie Pine will be interviewing Mrs. Ingraham about events concerning the winter semi-formal. We hope you enjoy our show.
Friday night, the winter semi-formal was held at the Glen Allen Country Club in Millis. Due to the efforts of our junior class officers and Mrs. Ingraham, the dance was a great success. Today, Mrs. Ingraham is joining us, who is our junior class advisor, to talk about the semi. Hi, thank you for joining us. It's great to have you here. Last year, there was a great deal of controversy over the junior and senior class proms. Now, although this dance was not a prom, it was a big dance. What did you do to prepare the students to help have an alcohol and drug-free event?
First of all, both the juniors and seniors held class meetings where they were informed of their obligations. Secondly, I think after all the publicity we had last year, most of the students have adopted a more responsible attitude.
Well, I'm glad things went off so smoothly. What preparations went into preparing for the semi?
The junior class officers went down to Glen Allen, decided they liked the place. Then we hired a DJ, selected the food, and met with the senior class officers where we coordinated our ideas with them. Then Miss Brady sold tickets to the seniors while I sold the tickets to the juniors.
Well, I can see all the hard work really paid off. All in all, how successful was the semi?
It was very successful considering that we had over 400 students attending. Everyone seemed to have a really good time. We all danced a lot. And we also got a very fine compliment from Mr. Lieberman, the manager of Glen Allen, who complimented us for being very fine ladies and gentlemen.
That's great. Well, I'm really glad everyone enjoyed themselves, and I'm sure I speak on behalf of all the students that I hope we have another dance in the near future. Well, thank you for joining us today, and I'm glad you could make it.
You're welcome.
In the studio with us today is Jen Foley, a sportscaster for the NHS Morning News. We are going to ask Jen a few questions. Jen, how long have you been on the NHS Morning News team?
I've been on the morning news team since the beginning of this year, working as a writer, then as a floor manager, then I was asked to do some interviews. After that, I was asked to be the sportscaster.
How do you plan on bringing news to NHS?
I'd like to bring the news to the NHS by having it on Mondays and Thursdays so we can tell the students what happened in that week and what will come the week to follow.
What are your future plans for a sportscaster?
I'd like to have the sports run every day of the week so Norwood High sports news is always coming on the air.
Thank you, Jen, for being on our show, and good luck as a sportscaster at Norwood High.
Thanks.
That's it for the NHS Morning News Supplement. Have a good day, everyone.